Legend of Total War here with part 19 of my Crusader Kings 2 Let's Play campaign as the Karling Dynasty Empire of Francia. Okay, so previously we had a little bit of a crash during the episode, plus I was a little bit tired anyway. So I'll try and make this episode a little bit longer than an hour, maybe, than 90 minutes. I'll try and make it an hour and 45 minutes long. Now this war is over, so we can disband all of these troops. So the war with Bavaria. And we've pretty much crushed them. I just want to see if I can usurp that title. Yep, Khanate of Bavaria. I need to usurp this title before Bavaria does. We don't want to actually hand it over to him though. Good. So as far as what I've decreed as to what Bavaria should own, they should own Bavaria, Bohemia, so I still need to get this territory here. That's off Austrasia, or Middle Francia. So Bohemia, Bavaria, Croatia, and Serbia. I wonder if I can create the Kingdom of Serbia. Alright, best we do create it. Otherwise, they'll bloody create it, and then, you know, if they ever have two sons, it splits the kingdoms up, and I need powerful lords that just hold one kingdom title. That seems to be the ideal way to go about it. Alright, now, how much did that deplete our military? By a significant margin, but, that's okay. Just need to wait. This guy here is independent. He's Fraticelli, so we could holy war him. Just look at all the piety it cost us to do that, all those claims, but it was worth it. Bavaria changes to Pannonia, it's fine. Let's see. Alright, see if you can help me. So yeah. The Byzantine Empire, whenever I'm fighting out here, they're able to send about 10,000 men to you know, thwart one of my armies. Like, they never stop me from winning the war, but they get in my way. Problem is, I just can't wholesale take Byzantine territory, as much as I'd like to. You know, there's a lot of regions in there. Fine. Alright, so also let's do some construction. I've got a lot of money coming in at the moment. How's that? 36. So yeah, let's build some stuff up. Just by having the availability of these troops helps prevent factions from being able to press their claims, because even if I use all my vassals' troops and, you know, they're worn out, I'll be able to, you know, draw about 10,000 men from here, which can at least get the war started. So there, that costs us about 4,000 to do all that. So what are you doing, England? So you're attacking Raoul of Africa for English claim on Africa war. No. No, 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 no. This is the exact opposite of what I want you to do, because... Fucking hell, what's this? You know, I don't want you to have Africa, I just want you to take the territories that are supposed to belong to you. So yeah, he's got a strong claim on the Kingdom of Africa. We need to put a stop to this. It's because they're fucking related. I mean, we're all technically related, but they're closely related. Okay, good. It looks like... What's this? Defending against Erad of Syria. Good. Hopefully he actually wins this time. He's got a good number of troops. He should be able to win. Alright, we got 80 out of 85,000 soldiers that we could use. So Aquitaine is still attacking for this region, I'm assuming. I need to put a stop to that. So we'll take it. should just need these 3 guys here. Now what we need to do firstly is wait for Aquitaine to hopefully lose this battle. Although it doesn't look like they are. Let's get in there and try to... Okay, the Aquitaine did lose the battle. Good. Then we just go and capture this region and stop them from taking it. Because this is not what... Like, I'm glad I've got Aquitaine to have a region here. But we don't want them to have 2 regions. So we'll take this. So why is it always -6? Already -6. Doesn't matter. We capture this and it will be over. So it's supposed to go to the Kingdom of Sind. It's good, we're already seeing some French culture all the way out here. French is spreading. Good, let's just hurry up and take this, and then that's done. Going to my son as the father. Let's see here. No, I don't want him to be chaste. Because that makes him infertile. What would reduce his fertility? We don't want him to become lustful. That's not too bad either. So that's fine. There we go. So we get it instead of Aquitaine. And that way we get to divvy it out as we see fit. Which of course will go to Sind. And I believe that secures that entire province. Now looking at this, they're just fighting amongst themselves. So we've taken about probably 1/5 of India so far. Maybe a 1/6. It's also good to see... Oh, hang on. I thought most of these regions had finished not being tribal anymore. So we'll invest in these regions here. If it ever comes into my hands, I'll obviously convert it. And if we're lucky, maybe these guys will convert it as well. Save us the trouble. Okay, something that we've got plenty of money now. Let's actually finally make this fabricated claim on Venice. Not like they're ever really providing any resistance against us, but it's a very easy settlement to take once we've actually got the fabrication. So this belongs to Italy. They're not supposed to have that, but that's okay. Okay, phew. Who is that anyway? The King of Sin. Yeah, it was only 5% chance, but still, you know, that sometimes 5% chance happens. Who are you fighting? Holy War for Derbent. That's not supposed to belong to you. It's supposed to belong to Armenia. It looks like they're winning as well. It's actually Armenia that's winning. Alright, well good. Wait, is that true? Yeah. It's okay if I get killed now by an assassination, because at least we've got an heir. So how did our future king end up? Not great, not terrible either. Could have certainly been better. Right, we got 84 out of 84,000. Who should we go kill? Up here's a bit of a mess. So again, looking at this, the Rajasthan Empire is what we're claiming for them. Guess we could take more of this. Seems easy pickings. But maybe we should take the north and just secure up to here. Alright, we'll take that. So this here, are we at war with him? We could do both at the same time. So I'm at war with him. So we've got 2 wars going on, and that'll be for the entire province there. Okay, cool. So let's recruit our troops and let's get going. I think it's important we use as many of our troops as possible. Just in case. This will be hard, closer to the border. Just sort of planning out where I'm going to attack next after we've sort of finished with India. It's up here. I mean, this isn't that bad. Most of this is absolute trash out here. I wouldn't worry about that too much at all. Still no signs of any crusades. I mean, I got the Sons of Abraham DLC on, but I haven't really needed them either. I think it's supposed to happen somewhere between 900 AD and 1100 AD. It's just that in the games that I've been playing fairly recently, it's been at exactly at 900 AD. That's when it would start. I enjoy a good crusade. Here's the thing about crusade. Crusades are what I would say is very much not a Christian thing. However, I would definitely say it's a Catholic thing. Because Christianity is not the same as Catholicism. In my opinion, a crusade goes directly against the teachings of Jesus Christ. You know, not that I'm a Christian, but I can appreciate the teachings, you know, on its own merits, without having to believe in the supernatural mumbo jumbo. I think the supernatural mumbo jumbo, like, oh, he rise from the dead, he did all that kind of stuff. None of that's moral, you know. But the you know, treat your neighbor as they would be treated. That kind of stuff's important. Okay, so that's done easy. Mostly just talking out my ass anyway. Okay, what do I want to do? I want to split this army up and send these guys over here. But so far the conquest... Okay, good. So this will give us strong claim on Grand City of Venezia. That's what we'll get next. After we've done with this. Now that we've got a good amount of ships, it's no trouble to get to Venice. Beginning of the game, it's kind of difficult when there's people just don't know how to build even the simplest of boats. They're probably going to surrender. You should just stay where you are. Just feel like capturing all of this just for shits and giggles. There it is. And there's our 100%. Thank you very much. I think they just expanded over here. Or whatever, they've surrendered. I'm assuming that's part of Lahore, right? Yeah, okay, that's fine then. Alright, disband the armies. Don't worry about sending them back home. Most of them come home. Alright, now we've got to tidy all this up. That's good. Now we've got access to the north of India. We've cut India off from the rest of the world. Except by sea, of course. And, of course, essentially to China, but they're not in the game, so don't worry about that. We've cut them off to Europe. You know what would have been great? A medieval Total War game that actually expanded from, you know, from Spain all the way to India. That would have been interesting. We should try the Broken Crescent mod. I'm not sure if it has all of India. Or even any of it. I don't know. I had a look at it once. I definitely put it on my to-do list, but there's so many things that I want to do, there's not enough time. Alright, so we can keep going now. Alright, so the next person I said I was going to fuck up was, Venice. Okay, we don't need our Chancellor there anymore. Keep sucking his dick, because we need his troops more than anyone else. There first. I shouldn't need any more than these two. I don't think the Byzantines will be able to get enough troops over here to stop us in time. And it's not exactly a fortified city. It's a be easy to take. The difficulty with Venice is just getting there. See, he's got 121 defenders. Easy. Now what we'll do when we've got this city is we'll build a castle, and we'll make that castle the primary holding here, so this doesn't become a republic, it becomes a feudal holding. It's just, in my opinion, it makes less money, but it's better for control. And this will be handed over to Italy. Alright, let's do this. That's fine. And Venice surrenders. So like I said, we can hold on to this for a short time. It's not, you know, we're of the wrong type. Unless I want to revoke that, which I don't. I would rather just build this. We'll hold on to it for 2 years, and then that'll be that. So the Duchy of Venice can be created again, but what I'm going to do... Oh, what about the Kingdom of Venice? I don't think we... Let me just see. Government is Republic, so I can't create the Kingdom of Venice. So yeah, we'll, alright, we'll sort this out. Because that's like one of the only kingdoms in the game that's just one region. Good, the Abbasids have fixed up these regions that, well, most of them that were tribal. Hope and fix this one as well. This guy here's a tribal vassal. Doesn't matter. I wonder if I was to take you out. All of these are all in, like, different regions. That's irritating. Good, Armenia managed to take it, and Africa, not Africa, Persia wants to take that, but that's fine. I'll get it off them another time. Or maybe not even bother. Everything's getting too large for us to nitpick over holdings being perfect. It's never going to work that way. Aquitaine's not supposed to have that, but it's not a big deal. Armenia, how the hell did Armenia... Oh, that's right. Hang on. Because it was a relative from this. I need to claim this so that I can revoke it. And just hand it straight back over to them. Because it's not transferring into Andalusia. It was close to transferring, so we need to take that. Still don't really understand why Navarra hasn't even started transferring yet. Well, that's silly, but he is a lunatic, so I don't know what to do in that regard. That's what happens when we went hiding. Okay, good, so that'll resume the transfer of it into Andalusia. How the fuck did Syria not win again? The amount of resources that I've given them at their disposal, they should be able to easily beat these unwashed barbarians over here. Easy. Alright, so how's their military strength? 88 out of 88,000. The problem here is, like, we've got fragmented kingdoms. Or they're not even kingdoms. So if we go for Lahore here, it's 2 wars to get Lahore, because Lahore seems to be that as well. So they jumped in. Oh well. And then you just throw everyone in here. Yep. So at this point here, we've conquered more of India than Alexander did. This is definitely a bigger kingdom than bigger empire than what Alexander the Great was able to establish. But of course, Alexander the Great established it in 10 years, not 168 years. But he also did it during the ancient era, which is of course very different to the medieval era, which we're playing at the moment. Still the early medieval era. I bet one of you come over here. I was just meant to press on one of them. I don't know why one of them isn't listening. I guess it doesn't matter. So we're already at 88%. So this is turning out to be pretty damn easy. 91%. Okay, this is 99. I just need to wait for their surrender, but I'll just keep smashing him in the meantime anyway. Good. So these guys can be disbanded. And let's sort this out. And these settlements, of course, need to be handed over to Sind. Now, how's our forces? We're still in good shape, but there's no reason why I guess we couldn't take the rest of Lahore. There's more territory than I thought. This is a big region. Cause it's man, you got a lot of children. It's quite a wealthy region as well. This will take out that entire faction. So he's of the Jibrilid Sultanate. So by conquering this, we need to create the Punjab Kingdom, which I'm guessing that's your total. Yes, he's got the Sultan of Punjab. We need to create that to make sure he doesn't do that. Now this one over here, can we create this? Needs to be usurped. Okay. Hang on, this one here. Teleport them ahead. $55,000 troops. The Indians here don't stand a chance. Yes, you should be content. Because I'm going to give you a kingdom and I want you to... I'm going to give you an empire within an empire. But you're not going to get any more than that. It's kind of strange how there's 3 empires that split up India. You'd think it'd just be one. Then again, there's hundreds of millions of people. Well, do 100 million people live here in 937? No, it definitely wouldn't be a billion. It's silly. I mean, there's no actual population count in this, but you know, I do have a problem with what's it called, with Total War for not including population in the games anymore. But I do feel like in this game, population is a little bit more representative. I still think it would be better if there was population, because you know, when you kill a garrison or whatever, you know, you'd expect that when you sack a settlement that a certain number of the people would die, because in history it's not buildings that pay tax, it's people. People pay taxes. I don't know who that is. So they're constructing a temple holding. Good, I'll take all that. Looks like we lost that battle, but doesn't matter. Keeps them distracted long enough for us to take the rest of this. We don't even need to win the battles. And of course, every single time we conquer more of their lands, it's less resistance that we have to worry about. I feel like going for full 100%. I mean, we're right here. Let's just do it. Got a bit of gold in it as well. I don't really worry too much about selling off prisoners anymore. Most of the time they're just nobodies, so I'll just hold on to them and they can rot in prison. Foreign nobodies. Okay, and you get some more territory. Don't you just feel content? You definitely don't want to rise up against me or my heirs, because you had nothing to inherit in the first place. Just out of curiosity, my daughter here, her husband's getting old. They haven't had any children yet. He's an Anglo-Saxon. Well, she's still young. If he ends up dying, we'll just marry her to someone else. Alright, so what's going on over here? They're fighting... It's a revolt. Okay, that's fine. Alright, let's give it a bit of time for our armies to heal. 56 out of 79,000. Also, the lords don't appreciate having to have their levies constantly recruited. So we're about halfway through conquering the Rajasthan, but it seems to be the biggest of the three. I'd say that one's the smallest. So we're probably at about maybe a fifth of it about a fifth of the way conquered this. I said I was at a fifth before I'd done anything, so I was probably like a seventh of the way through it, so I miscalculated. I don't like that England's winning. Because then I'm going to have to pry England... pry Africa out of his hands. And he's already... See, this has been converting into Africa for a really long time. Some of it's nearly finished. I don't want it going backwards. So we can see that East France here is starting to disappear. Alright, how's our military strength now? I think we might have problems with the Lords. They might be starting to get a little bit pissed at us. I mean, he hates my guts, so it's not really a big deal if he does get overthrown. But like I said, we're going to have to, we can't let England hold on to this. Which also means I'm going to have to pry a lot of this shit out of his hands. And hand it back to Africa. So Lithuania, what's going on over here? Austrasian claim on Yativagi. Well, I don't know where that is, but that's fine. Yeah, we haven't really done much to root out the Occitan population here, but there's a lot of French. French is probably the dominant culture in the world now. It's far more widespread than the Greeks, and the Bedouin, and the Berbers. We've even got French people living in India. So what are you doing? Attacking Holy War for Haratanaka. Where's that? I'm not sure where it is though. So, attacking Sind Holy War for Haratanaka, but where is that? Doesn't matter. Right, how's our forces? Okay, good. Giving it a bit of time to rest, more troops available. So who can we imprison? Alright, hold on. Let's have a look. We've got King Charles the Rise of Bavaria. I don't have any problem with him. And I don't care. Of Italy, don't care about him. Or Princess Melisandre. Alright, she should stop back in her plot to kill whoever that is, to stop it. Is this it here? Right, so he wants to claim this by the look of it. And they must be allied, going in to help him. Yeah, he's actually attacking them. Okay, well that's good. That saves me having to do it. But where should we hit next? I'm thinking these guys here. Fuck my prestige, it's not important. That looks like enough big chunk of their territory. Not this one here, it's already under contest. So we'll take that off whoever wins. Now it's starting to get to the point where, you know, these are not that close by anymore. Still close enough that they're useful. But I like just being able to walk into the next region and just start conquering. There's a Byzantine revolt going on. So you're attacking de jure over that, defending against revolt, and you're in the defensive pact against me, of course. Good, it looks like Sind is going to be able to take that. This guy's in my way, might as well. Might as well get rid of him. So he's of the followers of Arjuna. Who are these people? Doesn't actually hold any territory, it seems. That just must be like a religious order. Well, that's fine. I'll still kill them all. Shit, 40,000 men here. Let's just finish this off and I'll split them up into two groups. There actually wasn't that much attrition here either. Good, we've almost won this. Okay. What the fuck's going on with this? So we've got... That should just be handed straight over to you. Okay, I think the city over here, it's been 2 years. Yep, so the city of Venezia, we create a new vassal. And now this can be handed over to Italy. And if he was in any defensive pacts, well, he's not in them anymore. Straight away went and created the duchy, but that's fine. Well, this war's easy. Just waiting on their surrender now. You should come back over here. So you don't lose as many men. And there we go. How do you like them holdings? 2,500. Now, I think that if you were to max out every single region in terms of their holdings and own them all, it would be something in the vicinity of 5,500. I think. Alright, so who next? Okay, I guess we could finish that off. I think after we've dealt with this kingdom here, maybe work on Pala, control the entire north, and then we can squash the south quite easily. Yeah, I'll take that. I'm sure we'll be fine. I know our levies are starting to get a little bit diminished, but I don't think they're going to put up enough of a fight for me to be too concerned. Let's go. We're able to levy 5,000 men from him now. 55,000 troops should be more than sufficient. Did I end up getting this kingdom? Yeah, this needs to be created. I'll hold on to it to make sure he doesn't create it. Get a hold of it. Can't have that. Okay, you get into there. Looks like Middle Francia has managed to conquer all the way into here. And they're not supposed to take that territory. They moved into Lithuania. That's the border of their territory as far as what I decree. But you know, if they're saving me the effort in having to conquer it, saves me time. Let all of you go there. Once again, I want him researching in Constantinople. I want to know what they're up to. In terms of technology, of course. Good. Italy's now de jure part of the Empire of Francia, because we've held on to it for 100 years. Should start making you up there. So there's those religious police or whatever the fuck they are. They're no threat. Hey, they've captured this. They'd have to go recapture it. They're slowing me down, motherfuckers. But they've slowed me down, they haven't stopped me. My efforts over here might actually be slowing their efforts over here because, you know, they're fighting more of us. More enemies. I don't know, maybe I should come over there and help them out. Whatever. Whether or not they conquer it or not, doesn't really matter. If they fail, then I'll go and conquer it later. few more regions and then it'll be at 100%. They'll probably surrender right before then anyway. There it is. Hey, this didn't get handed over to me. Oh, because it wasn't properly occupied. That's going to be irritating because I now have to get it another time. Oh well, I won't worry about that right now. Maybe he'll just do it with it in his own time. He'll have the authority to do it. Wonder if I can just go to him and be like, hey, I can declare war for... I wouldn't worry about it. Okay, let's keep going. So we need a little bit of a rest after that. That cost us a lot of troops. This, Armenia, placing where you're attacking the Byzantines. De jure war over. Got half a mind to join you in this. But that's good that they're actually taking some territory. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to declare war on these fuckers here. Because it's time the Byzantines get taken down another peg or two. And I'm also going to declare war on the Byzantines for the rest of Serbia here. And claim the Byzantine for my wife. Yeah, but it's not going to be... That's not her son. So... What's the point? If I don't declare war on them, then I only have to deal with the Byzantines, no defensive pact. But then again, even the defensive pact won't be able to stop me. Hang on. But then again, we've only got 67,000. Hang on, I also want to join your war. Alright, so, if we're going to do this, we need to get our troops together. So it looks like Middle Francia has a revolt going on. That seems pretty damn severe. So, first priority, defeat their armies and capture rebel territory. Second priority, capture Byzantine territory so that Armenia gets to have this region. Hang on. Wait for reinforcements before attacking that. So they had 2 daughters, which is fine. Then, you know, we matrilineally marry them off. She's got pneumonia. She's probably going to die. Marry them off when they come of age, and hopefully they can produce us some sons, which we can turn into kings somewhere else. That's not part of the Byzantine Empire. Maybe I should claim it though. That would be very easy to take. I'm going to claim it. Okay, so with this, because they lost quite a large portion of their army, and it gave him a lot of war score. Okay, good start, but we're going to keep moving. Got to make our way down to Epirus. Like I said, at least we don't have to worry about a defensive pact with this. King Charles III of Aquitaine's probably getting a little bit pissed that I'm recruiting his troops all the time. But what can I say? His troops are so delicious. Gotta keep recruiting them. Might have actually been better to come up this way. Oh well, I've already committed to here. Am I the leader of this war? Yeah. Okay, that by them capturing this, that's not good. But luckily, I have troops over here as well that I can levy. God, they're lucky I fucking got involved in this. Okay, I want you to head back. Come on. Head back over there because they're coming to retake it. With double the numbers, we shouldn't need any generals, but... Oh, hang on. Is that the prince? No, don't let him fight. What happened over here? Oh, they must have just walked into it when they have no morale, but that's not going to affect war score. They've actually got 2 revolts going on. So we need to make sure we're attacking the right one. Okay, if we just get a little bit more war score, we win. They could use some reinforcements. They still won't give up. If we just wait another month, we'll get that recurring war score because we took the war target. There we go. So I got what I wanted. Now we've got to get what's owed to Armenia. Which, you know, again, we've got the target. We just need to finish off the war. Like I said, anything that we can do to one-up against the Byzantines is worth it. Anything we can do to weaken them. Good, so that region there was handed over to Armenia. That's what we wanted to see. I just disband all my troops there. And this is handed straight over to Bavaria. Good. Now, I did put a claim on Naxos. Now, the primary reason why I claim it now and go to attack it is so that the Byzantine Empire doesn't go attack, because they could just offer vassalization for it. Be like, hey, do you want to be a vassal? And they might just accept. So I'll declare war on that. I'll just use the armies of Africa and Egypt to deal with it, because it should be pretty easy. And maybe Syria. Shouldn't need Syria, though. Just these two should do it. Just one region, the defensive pact will not be able to get its shit together in time to stop us. Now this is part of the Kingdom of Greece. You should research military tech over here for me. Okay, we capture this island, and then the war is won. Okay, well that's the hard part done. And then 100%. Good. Didn't think that was going to be difficult. And now, okay, now we have to hand this over to someone entirely new. Either that or hold on to it ourselves, because this is not part of any other kingdom that we've created so far. So who's going to get it? That's what we need to find out. His sibling here is the Prince of Persia. The Persian guy must have married my ex-wife. This kid here probably doesn't have a whole lot to inherit. He's ill, but he might just survive. I'll give it to him. If he ends up dying, it's not that big a deal. Problem is, it'll end up going to Aquitaine, which isn't so bad to begin with. So we can see here that King Richard of Sind is just finishing off the war, though. What he needs to do is capture this in this one. So who are these? It's Chola Kingdom. Okay, it doesn't look like he's actually going to win that. So there goes our wife, but that's okay, I don't really need her anymore. And how old are we? 62, we're probably going to die, no point getting married again. So how old are you? 24, you'll come into power soon. So who are we going to attack? Like, we could easily hit this. Alright. No, I'm not going to bother with that, to be honest. Let's hit the Chwanda. I'm going to go for this region here. So I think that's... yeah, there's 3 regions in that province. Well, who owns that? Okay, so I really can't get a whole lot of troops from Middle Francia at the moment. But that's okay. Still got 60,000 men to work with here, which is plenty. Oh my god, they're Nazis. It's the swastika. Of course, anyone who's researched anything at all into the history of the swastika, it was originally a Hindu symbol for peace. And the Nazis, they turned it on its side a little bit, and it became a symbol for war. Yeah, I reckon this is how dumb I reckon the SJWs are. If I was to put that Hindu symbolism over my channels, you know, and just not explain it at all. You know, this specific one here, how long until my channel gets shut down for being, you know, unmonetizable, for being Nazi content, even though that's a symbol of peace, a Hindu symbol of peace? It's not worth the risk because they're hysterical. I wouldn't want to use it anyway. It would just be to make a point. SJWs are ruining society. I mean, I get a lot of what they want is, you know, some of what they want is reasonable. You know, equality for all. I get that, but they take it so far. You know, they just can't be taken seriously anymore. Alright, let's get this started here. Imagine if I was to give this guy all of India, he'd quickly become my most powerful lord. It'd be too much power to give to him. So we'll create 3 kingdoms in India, which we haven't even finished with the first yet. India's a big place though. I really want to crusade for Sweden. Hate those motherfuckers. Bloody raiders. Of course, while I'm over here, I'm not paying attention to the raiders. And I'm still making loads of money. They're just a big nuisance. Okay, just stay there. Same with you. Stay here. Because they'll be surrendering soon. There we go. Good. And they're all within friendly territory, so no units lost. Once I get all my troops together, no one can stand up to us. He's only 17 years old. And in charge of one of the greatest kingdoms in the world. Bankrupt. Well. He managed to raise up quite a large army. He's going to try to retake this. Of course, I keep giving him more territory, making him more powerful. Our forces are in great shape. I guess we could keep going. Keep smashing these guys up. So there's 4 regions in this province here. So let's take that. Big fucking map. No total war game can boast this kind of size on the campaign map. Not even Empire. That's good. So it's this region here, it's reasonably damaged, so he shouldn't have any trouble taking this. They might have just recruited their levy. There's a lack of troops there, but that's okay. We just need to hurry up with it. Doesn't matter if we take casualties. They're getting quite big. A crusade would be good to take them out, but I can't call any crusades yet. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry that wouldn't happen. Oh well. Too many troops standing here. We gotta hurry up and capture this. Also just take too much attrition. Actually, 3.3 attrition is not that bad. Since it's almost won, if we just capture all of this, we should have enough regions to get the war score we need. Good. Got ourselves heaps of piety again. Because there's not a whole lot that I need it for now. So it'll probably just go to waste. Nice. Now we're approaching the border of the Rajasthan Empire down here, so we just need to be mindful not to keep conquering down this way and handing it over to Sind. We could start conquering down there, but pass it on to someone else, but I think it's going to be difficult to find another Karling Dynasty member who's got not much to inherit. So what's going on here? So there's a whole bunch of dukes from within Egypt claiming territory, so that's good. That should help expand Egypt, because they're one of the regions, one of the kingdoms that gave some territory over here. Yeah, that one there. From which I can only really get a few troops from. Look at all the revolts for the Byzantine Empire. Fine with me. Let the Byzantine Empire collapse. So it seems like Sind is becoming unable to do this. I'm not going to get involved with it though. Because like I said, if he fails, then I'll go in and take it for him anyway. So, a short time of rest could come in handy. Okay, that's still owned by rebels, that's fine. Oh, fucking raiders. What if I was to establish the kingdom of Wallachia? Hang on, just stop this for a moment. If I was to conquer Wallachia here, I could get the kingdom, and Wallachia could hold Wallachia, Bulgaria, and Greece, which would include here, and maybe little bits of Anatolia. Although Armenia is supposed to get all of it. It just depends how we go. Armenia is getting Armenia, Anatolia, Trebizond, Georgia. Maybe Alania. Because these are small kingdoms. Poland's getting Poland, Lithuania, Ruthenia. Well look, Khazaria, they've held on to these regions for a long time, and everything's been fucked up. Well, whatever. We'll tidy it up eventually. These guys here seem quite large. Kingdom of Malwa. Oh, that's right. I've got troops that I've levied. Okay, let's do some construction. More raiders just showed up. Well, we gotta put them away. Motherfuckers, you can go straight to hell. Okay, how are we going with technology? We can upgrade castle infrastructure again, which will give us barracks 5 and militia training ground 3. Heavily increasing the number of troops that we can get. Or we can go with improved keep. Well, that's still researching on its own at a pretty quick rate. That'll just increase fortifications. What I'm looking for is the extra keep 4, because that increases the number of troops in your settlement, both levy and garrison, by 50%. By a percentage, not 50%. Right, okay, it's gonna be disbanded. So, it looks like, yeah, he took Africa. Wait, hang on. Doesn't really matter if I die. So, oh my god, look at all this shit. They've made a complete mess out of Africa. An absolute dog's breakfast. So what must have happened is, the guy won, and then it passed on to his 2 sons. Maybe even grandchildren. You're just not supposed to hold on to these territories. What an absolute shit show. At least all of this is still held by Africa. It's being transferred over. I just wish they'd stop fighting over each other for it. So you got a strong claim on Kingdom of England, and of course you've got no claim over Africa. So what I should do is weaken Africa and hand the settlements back over. But what a bloody mess they made out of it all. Look at this. It's disgusting. I almost don't even want to deal with that shit. I'm just gonna leave it. It's such a mess. And I have so many other vassals that I can rely on that those two can just get fucked. And if either of them rise up against me, I'll fucking revoke their entire titles. Their kingdom titles. Or give it to someone else. Anyway, let's keep going. Getting a little bit tired of attacking India. Just want to sort of mix things up a bit. Who should we go after instead? So this person here is a pagan. Not a particularly valuable region, but I suppose we could take it for the glory of Poland. Ooh, I didn't get any troops. Who else do we want to bring in here? I mean, there's the rebels, we can levy from them as well. Maybe not. It's an easy war. All we have to do is take Krakow, and then it's done. And of course they surrender after that. Didn't need Middle Francia's troops. Alright, now, oops. We'll need to fix this up, of course. What's the technology here? Okay, it can be fixed up to maximum, but of course, there's quite a few things that we need to build to get there. What a piece of shit. Alright, well, that's used up our extra bit of defense size, so we'll just manage that in the meantime, and let's just keep moving on to something else. Guess we could holy war for this. This will be handed over to Armenia. You don't have enough troops. Should need more troops than that, I think. Actually, you should stick together, go and take Kartli, and then they'll move on to Kuma. The Byzantines, they took the rest of Cyprus. Not a big deal. It'd be good if some of their vassals here became independent. Maybe I should start supporting their independence. I don't even know how to do that though. It's not my way to cause revolts. My way is to just go in there and kill them. Being sneaky and subversive, not really my forte. Good, this is what, the third time they're trying to go for this? Let's just hope they succeed. Another revolt within the Byzantines. Well, that just means they're unable to really resist me while we're doing this. Mesopotamian de jure war over Karen. They're not supposed to have that region. Mesopotamia's got enough. Unless this is actually part of Mesopotamia. I don't know. So we're already at 94%, they might just surrender based off that. Excellent, good. Save me having to go down that way. And this isn't bad territory here. Good. Keeps him a supporter of mine as well. Stops the Byzantines also from taking that region. Kind of like to just zoom out and just have a look at just the size of my empire. An empire larger than the Roman Empire. Now, I'm pretty sure I can make that claim. Much larger than the Roman Empire. Still, I wouldn't say we're greater than the Roman Empire, because the Roman Empire lasted hundreds of years. And we've only lasted about 100 years. Close to 200. Every time I look past here, I just think to myself, I'd love to conquer this, but I just know that that's not one holy war, it's like 5. Because of all the different regions. So how many men can we live from you now? 8,000 men, you're getting very powerful. You didn't end up winning, you stupid shit. Okay, cool. And as I said, as I promised I would, if you were unable to take it, I will. Didn't hire Persia's forces, but I think I might leave them out of this. It doesn't look like it's going to be a big deal. They don't need to fight that. Just retreat, just head over there. Oh, they didn't... I don't need them. 55,000 should be sufficient. One hell of a kingdom we've carved out here, all within a single generation. So once again, let me just check the borders. So we've still got quite a fair distance through here that we need to cut. And through here, but down to the south we're almost done. Let's just get this done quickly. Of course, I'm able to use a lot more resources than Sind. I don't even need these men. Just keep them as backup. So we're at an hour and a half here. So we'll keep going for about 10-15 more minutes to make up for a previous short episode. And then my episodes, even though short episodes are longer than most other people's. Oh, damn it. Tomorrow, they're down here. Well, it looks like we just need to hold on to this region as long as we can until they surrender. Because I don't want to be cuffing my way down here. I hate it when this happens. I guess we just need to just fight them. Okay, so in areas where they're beating us, where they're gaining war score on us, we need to go and put a stop to it. God, you get nothing out of that. Get all the way through here. Might as well start making our way over there, but if I had known, I wouldn't have declared war on that. Still, needs to be done eventually. Why is there so much attrition here? Just, hang on, go up here. I don't think there's as much attrition in that one. %, that's not good. Where are we losing? Over there. Okay, let him arrive. So a bit sick. And then these guys will go in and help. Actually, try and get them to back off, because we have no morale. I just realised that. If I could just go back up here. They'll be there soon. Good, we're close to 80% now. Okay, how about you come up this way? Yeah, just can't let them take any of these regions back. Okay, they're here. I would have liked to have won before we got here, but here we go. This will win us the war. What we have to do is capture this, last two regions, and they'll have a 100% war score. Oh, don't tell me they've still got another region somewhere. Although they should surrender now. Let me guess, it's this region here. Don't know. But anyway, they've surrendered. Bit of a pain, but overall, at least it's done. That's the thing. Don't have to worry about going up against that one again. And it weakens the defensive pact against us. Just that little bit more. So, our forces, 68 out of 104,000. I want to keep bashing up on the Indians. So Denmark was able to field quite a lot of troops against us. But the problem with Denmark... Like, I'd like to go and conquer them. It's just the territories are shit. That's the problem. At least the territories over here are rich. It looks like they were able to take a small amount of territory. Well, it's better than nothing. I can always declare war on them again at another time. There's the Milanese over here as well. But again, they're complete trash. So the Byzantine Empire currently can field only 8,000 men. Close to 9,000. Catholicism spread all the way to India. In fact, even into this guy's territory. Not in West African. Why is this region here still Sunni? Well, it eventually convert. Okay, with 91,000, let's make another attack. So what's happening here? De jure war over Ranjapur. You're not going to win against Egypt. Actually, you might. Well, you know what? If this was to be handed back over to them, that's fine. Could have just waited for me to hand it to them, but... oh well. Where are we going to conquer next? So, there's this territory here. This will wipe out a faction when we do this. So there's 3 regions in it. Alright, let's do it. And that'll be the southernmost border of his kingdom. So I can still levy the Egyptians here. But soon I won't be able to anymore. 53,000 men. Oh, let's go. Should be pretty easy. We just hit there and just make our way down the line. Very easy war. As long as they don't have territory like all the way out here or something like that. Because that's obviously a bit of a pain. Oh, you're still alive. I thought you might die from that. I think after we've won this war here, we'll call it a day. Conquered a huge portion of India in this episode. Yeah, sooner you're dead, probably the better. Stuff doesn't belong to England. I kind of hope that, you know, eventually that it'll sort itself out, but I know it's not going to. I'm going to have to revoke something at some point. But, you know, England and Africa are all the way in the west. The west is secure. I'm fighting in the east now. Just to wait a while for our guys to get there. So, is Egypt raising their troops to come over here, or not? I could come over here and like finish all this off, but like I said, it's not worth a whole lot. And the Abbasids, they don't have enough men there now to, you know, capture any settlements. You know, giving Egypt some more territories wouldn't necessarily hurt. And you're out of here. Good. Like I said, that was an easy war. As long as, you know, as long as we don't have to cross the bloody country to get there, it's not so difficult. Is my daughter still alive? Because she got rid of pneumonia, and this turd here is still alive. If she could have herself a son, that would be really good. Because we could start making conquest down here. Even though I said I was going to do that one first, but you know, we're on the border of this one here. Anyway, that's the end of this episode, guys, so like and subscribe. Part 20 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.